all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning to your boy, Pfunk, Thinking Right, in my YouTube classroom where I do what I do for you. Today, right? These are 25 rules to live by, storytelling, story with a message in the story. We're going to get into Neteru, the gods. Yeah, we back in Egypt. I'm so tired of being a radical trying to tell you about them guys, them boys. All right, the alphabet boys, you know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Neteru, the gods. In ancient times, we call the gods, we call it nature. We gave a name to every aspect in the body, in the whole life to nature. Watch this. Starting with Ra. Ra is the sun, fire. First, one of the first elements that we got, the first five elements. Sun, fire is the first one. Seen. Ra, the sun, the seen, the essence of God. Amun means hidden, the hidden one. We know God to be hidden, but he shows himself through nature. This is how we can relate to God. And people saying things, they worship a whole bunch of God. They had a God for this, God. No, we had elements of God. Because they don't understand. I hate when somebody misinterpret what I say and hold me accountable for what they thought I meant. That ain't fair. Okay? If you don't understand what's being said to you, get clarity. Have a person who's saying it give you clarity. So when you interpret what he's saying, it's from what he told you, not from what you, I thought you meant this, I thought you meant that. Don't thought, listen, pay attention, and get clarity. That's how you get educated. That's how you learn. Next one is, we gave the sun, Ra, an identity. Yeah. We put him in human form, the hawk head, with the sun just over it, with the red around it. That's right. And we got him in three different phases. Okay. It comes in the morning, he's Capri. So you got the scarab head. High noon, when he's at the Masons, high go the hour, high noon, he's at the strongest point. He's Ra in rare form. Okay? We at the end of the day, we setting in the west. He's going into his 12 hours of darkness and going to the afterlife to do out the underworld. We got to survive for 12 hours in darkness. But that's what he did. That's what we gave him the identity for. So we can identify what we can teach about it. I can philosophize about it. Why? I can explain to you. We're talking about Ra. Ra, the God of gods, being the first. Oh, what I got here? The first expression, excuse me, the first expression of God, the Son. It's been doing what it's been doing since it's been in existence. Okay? Ever since let there be light was uttered, and I ain't gonna go into all that, but the ancients didn't utter the words let there be light. Okay? The Son said be. God said be. They added let there be light. Okay, whatever. What makes you feel good. But that's Ra. Okay, here we go. Ra, the life giver, the sustainer, his rays heat up the world, light up the world. So yeah, he was the God from the aspect. God sent him for us. Next one is take a deep breath. You know what that is? Breathing in that good ass prana, as my man Ralph Smart would say. No, that's shu. That's the other part of nature that come together before man can get here. Things had to be in place. We're putting things in place and we give them names. We give them identity so we can discuss them. We can relate to them and understand, hope, and identify. So now we're dealing with air. Shu. Okay? He's the element for man to exist on earth. You need oxygen to breathe. Shu was called the first born element after Ra. Now Ra is a single entity. We got five elements. The first element is fire. Okay. The first one that has no equal. We got the moon that shades Ra. But Ra, the moon, the sun god, has no equal. That's it. The moon's a different entity. He just hanging on around. But he ain't Ra's consort. He ain't Ra, none of that. The moon don't go that way. Ra is independent by itself. Okay. Shu, air, watch this. He's the firstborn. The purpose was O2 for man to survive and live on earth. Shu, which called the air god. Shu is what we breathe. Air, prana, chi, all these things of life sustain. It means life. Okay? That's Shu. Next one is we're going to deal with tough nut, which is Shu's mate, which is moisture. Not water. Water was already here. The noon was already here. So you got moisture coming from up top. That's tough nut. See, the lion is here. She got the lion here. She was the daughter of Ra, meaning She got his power to destroy it with the heat. They said she can transform into Sekhmet. And when she do that, I told you before, all hell breaking loose. Okay, that's Ra's destructive part. Okay, next one is Tough Nut was called the wife of Shu because they went together. They was together, air and moisture. Tough Nut, she gave her lioness head. She was the lioness head goddess. Okay, you know that. Tough Nut is the rain from above, not water but moisture. Okay, I understand there's a difference. Tough Nut is the female element, air, male, moisture, female. So they go together. Okay, so we put them together, air and moisture. Now we're gonna need something for it to go with it. You got a guy we call Geb. He's the earth god. Okay, we call Earth Mother Earth. Everybody says Earth is feminine. I just got watching the show. My man, this guy, I think he's so smart. Well, the Earth has always been seen in the female aspect. Okay, my man. Right past that. Okay, past that. The Earth God is Geb, a man. Okay. Geb was made from big, strong foundation, which is the earth, the fermentation, which is you see him laid out, laid back, okay, and you see him with that big ramrod, okay, because him and his wife, which is Newt, was in sexual embrace. Before we can do anything, we had to separate earth from the heavens, which is Newt. Starry decked girl, you see all the stars on her body, she's the galaxy, she's the heavens. Starry decked heavens, as the Mason called it, nightlight, stars in the heaven, that's her cover. So we got the dome effect, she's covered. But her and Gabe go together. They was in a love embrace from the time that they was created, and the Ross got tired of them. It was said, few stories, we got a few creation stories. All of them got a little, domestic situation going here. Well, with Gabe and Nut, all they want to do is make love all the time. And if they wasn't making love, they were fighting. So my man said, look, Shu, go handle, take care of your kids. They getting out of control. He come down, you see the show where they got Shu pushing Nut up to the heaven. When they was in sexual embrace, she got pregnant with 4, some say 5 kids. That's when the human beings come into play. But we're still dealing with the first 5 elements, which is godly elements, not man. But we get them identities. Shu, Tough Nut, Gab, or Shu, Tough Nut, Gab, and Newt. Those are the 4 elements, along with the sun. We got it. The 6th one is, it's not a lesson. Let's stop at the 5. Let's deal with my boys here. But these guys here, every element was considered a god. They gave it that concept so that you could study it, understand it, and put it in your arsenal, so to speak. Put in your character. Every one of these gods are parts of you, your character. If you implement the concept and the use of them in your character, day to day, become a way of life, like right thoughts philosophy, you got to live it. You got to understand it. You got to know it. And once you do these things, then you become it. That's the key to becoming godlike. That's the key to elevating your spiritual consciousness. That's the key to be having that nihas. All these things can be done without a whole bunch of rigmarole and nonsense from religious concepts. If you live a good, righteous, upright life, you ain't got no problems. Your heart gonna be pure. I tell my wife, you got a good heart, but if you don't have the consciousness to go with it, you're gonna lose. So having a good heart is only half of the ticket. The other half is mental consciousness. You got to be able to think. You got to be able to comprehend. You got to be able to manifest ideas and concepts that will work for you. And we're giving you the layout. We're giving you fire, Rob. We're giving you air, Shu. We're giving you moisture, Tough Nut. You got the earth, the fermentation, where everything grows for you, everything, all the minerals, everything you need. Africa has everything that the earth needs to survive. You find in Africa. Okay? That continent is biggest thing on earth, largest landmass, and we put the pyramids right there in the middle. So you think we know a few things? You think we're pretty smart? No, we smarter than them. We got TV, we got computer. Oh, we way smarter than them. But yet we going to hell in a handbasket with them. The leader of the free world should be responsible and take the weight for whatever go down. I remember when he had the problem with when Obama was in office, he stood up there and said, "Look, I'm the president. It's my fault. Happened on my watch. I'll handle it." He handled it. I'm here to go. Well, they left us this. They didn't give us that. We didn't have this. He take responsibility for nothing, and all this happened on his watch. So when you responsible for you, you are better you. It's character building at its best. It's aspects that you can add to you to make you a better you. Some things I do because I got the godly concepts. I've adopted them, I manifest them, I practice them, and I become the master of them within myself. So I have those qualities. I had the guys in me. The Pointer Sisters had a record. I got all my sisters in me. Yeah, I got all my guys in me. That's what they're supposed to be. They ain't gonna be nowhere else. It's all about you. Anything that we taught from the Egyptian yoga concept is all about the individual. All these individuals reside in you. If you think that being Osiris, being Isis, and being Nephthys, Set, and Heru is other people, they're all in you. So yeah, you can be schizophrenic or you got a bunch of people going on inside you conceptually. But the idea is to manifest a lifestyle that's convenient and conducive for you. We use the phrase living our best life. If you went to school to do a certain profession and you got the education, you got your graduation, you got your job in that field, you live that life, that's you living your best life. Why? You doing it. You set it forth for yourself. So everybody ain't gonna play professional sports. Everybody ain't gonna be rich and famous. So just be a good you. That guarantees you a ticket in the afterlife. Being rich and famous don't guarantee you nothing except a bunch of stuff here. You can't take none of that with you. So if you're rich and famous and a bad person, that don't mean nothing. But if you're poor and broke and a good person, hey, guess what? Because whatever that person who's rich and bad, when his judgment day comes, none of that stuff comes with him. Only thing comes with him is his character. Okay? That's what you're being judged on. And guess who's the judge? You. You judge yourself. Who know you better than you? It's a built-in mechanism, people. It's your consciousness. It's your heart. It keeps records. You see thought, Tahuti, my man? That's the scribe. That's the inner scribe in you. That's your memory bank. That's the guy who keeps track of your thoughts. He keeps track of the decisions you're making. He keeps track of everything. He just don't do nothing but keep track. That's all his job is, to keep track, to document. Ain't to tell you how to be. Ain't to tell, nope, that ain't his job. My job is just keep track. See? You see him always writing. Every time you see him, you're always writing. Yeah, he keeps track. That's his job in life. Once you realize the things that you have to do for you, that becomes your job. When you get good at your job from doing it repetitively, yeah, it becomes second nature pretty much. When you live it right, it should come second nature. It shouldn't be a problem doing the right thing. If somebody walk up to me with something wrong, I'm not gonna second guess. No, man, I don't do that. Simple. Now they're gonna twist my arm and force me to do something I don't want to do. Now you take me out of my element. Now we got a problem. But if the choice is mine, I know how to make a good choice. At this point in my life, I can't say I've always done that. Young people, get better at making good choices for yourself. I gave my son the advice when he did a Puma commercial back in the day when he's in high school. They said, what advice would you give your son? Make decisions based on what's best for you because you don't got to live with it. I still feel the same way. So that might be the best advice I could ever give my son. And to this day, I still stand on it. Okay? I'll give it to you. Do what works for you. Make decisions based on what's best for you. Not what your friends say. Not what somebody else tell you. Well, you should do that. No. Be you. Know you. Understand you. And do what's best for you. That's what Right Thoughts philosophy is all about. Teaching you how to be the best you. That's all I want to do. And now, nothing else for the purpose for doing this. I did it. I know it worked. I'm just passing it along. It's a good thing. So I just try to give back. That's my way of giving back. I'm not going out here trying to tell you young people, nope, tune into your boy, Pfunk Thinking Right on YouTube. That's what I do for you. So until then, you need to work on you. Why? Because you're going to benefit from that. If you're making bad decisions, you know it's a bad one. Why? You got to pay for it. Some things you might want to pay for. You can avoid them. Precautionary measures. Wear your mask, keep your gloves on, fight that thing we got a war with right now, the virus.